Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to regrow sage. This popular herb not only looks beautiful in the garden, but it's a perennial and it grows year after year. We can buy this one time at the grocery store and regrow ourselves a lifetime supply of this herb. I'm going to show you how easy it is, so let's get started.
Here is the sage I was able to buy at Walmart. This small package has a few stems inside, little branches with multiple leaves. You'll want to make sure that you're purchasing sage that does have a branch or stem, as the leaves won't regrow on their own. You'll want to choose the sage which looks the healthiest and most fresh, as these have the best chance to regrow. Here I'm looking over the small plants that I have, trying to see which ones look healthiest and will regrow the best. Once you've selected a good candidate, you can remove the bigger leaves from further down along the stem. These big leaves are going to have a hard time staying saturated and healthy during the propagation process. At this point, I'm going to take my plant and cut the stem on a 45-degree angle. This will increase the stem's surface area and give us a better chance of propagation success. When cutting the stem, we need to identify and remove any area that is browning and already calloused, as these will prevent the stem from growing new roots. Lastly, we need to get this plant access to water. We want a container that will allow us to submerge the bottom of the stem, maybe for an inch or so. However, we don't want our plant falling completely inside of the water or losing access to sunlight. Once our plants are set up like this, we'll want to give them access to indirect sunlight, as direct sunlight might dry out those leaves before the plant is able to root. We rejoin these plants after 7 days, and you can see that some of these leaves have dried out considerably and are pretty much completely dead. That being said, we also have our first signs of root growth. And once they've started, the roots should extend themselves quite quickly. Now that we have some roots established, it's an excellent time to remove any leaves which have gotten damaged or dried out during the propagation process. You'll want to be aware of any young branches beginning to grow from your stem. They grow just above leaf sites, and we don't want to damage them as we look to remove the leaves as close to the stem as possible. For leaves that are less damaged, we can simply cut away the damaged portion of the leaf. Once our roots get a little bit longer, these plants will be ready for transplanting into soil or a hydroponic reservoir. I like my roots to be 2 to 3 inches long and show early signs of branching out in multiple directions. I'll be trying to grow this first plant with hydroponics, and so I'll be putting it into this net cup. It can be helpful to try and guide your roots through the holes in your net cup. This is going to give the plant the best access to the water and nutrients and give those roots room to spread out. I'm going to fill the remaining space in my net cup with clay pebbles. This is going to help support the plant and keep light from entering the reservoir. Here I'm mixing up my nutrients, shout out future harvest, balancing my pH, and this plant should be good to go. Moving a plant into soil is incredibly easy. We just want to dig ourselves a small hole, maybe 1 to 2 inches deep, so that we're able to fully bury those roots. We're going to simply press this dirt back around the plant, covering the roots, and water it in. Here we are 9 weeks after I began propagating these plants. They've both been growing indoors with a mix of sunlight and artificial LED light. You can see that the hydroponic plant has gotten quite big, definitely outpacing the soil grow. Both plants have been branching out in multiple directions and really starting to bush out. I personally find the hydroponic plant easier to take care of, but both of these are great options as a countertop plant to always have fresh herbs available. And if we repeat the steps of this video, we can keep these plants alive for a lifetime. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you to grow your own delicious sage. Happy harvesting!